So today I'm back at this property, which this tub I drug out and then I flipped it and that piece broke off. Got it on the trailer by hand by myself, and I just pulled up right next to that stand and just slid this tank off onto the trailer, and then I just manhandled that on and then grabbed all the wood off of that. Now I'm trying to get this tank on. I have a winch. I don't really want to figure out how to rig this. I've flipped over. I'm gonna try to get this on to the trailer. Probably move this stuff so I can still fit all the long pieces on that side. So I'll probably turn the tub sideways to where it's not sticking out of this side too much. And yeah, I'll show you guys me trying to manhandle it. If I have to, I will grab straps and winch this thing on, but then I can slide it over if I had to. But there's this, and then that other stuff still, like those branches, but it's not that much stuff. And then there's metal on top on the other side. I'm gonna try to get it all today, but if I can't, I'll just go empty this load and come back and get another load, which I don't think I'm gonna fit it all because how big this tank is, and then that tank and that thing. But I'm gonna try at least. Okay, I'm gonna try to lift it. I ain't gonna do it. So I decided I'm gonna put that tub on top of that metal so I can put that tank right there, and I'll put the wood on top too. So I'm gonna show you guys that. I already got the winch line out, which is right there with that ratchet strap. I'm gonna lift this and put it up there. So I'll show you guys. There's that piece. Now I need to pick this broken piece up. Now these pieces of wood. So now I can rig the strap onto that and then winch it on. I'll put you guys back in the shade, which is nice to be in the shade sometimes. Okay, I got it all hooked up. Now I need to pull the ramps out from right there and then put it down so I can winch it, and then I'll adjust it up there because it's heavy, but I can move it by hand, slide it around, whatever. So I'll show you guys. Okay, it's ready to be winched on. This car trailer, my dad built this 20-30 years ago, and it's built way better than the newer factory made trailers. So I'll tighten that winch line and winch it on, and I'll see it. That was easy. Now I need to push it up against that tank after I undo the strap and stuff. So. Okay, the tank's on there where I wanted it. I ended up putting the spare tire in the middle of those two. Now time to set the ramps onto the back and go grab pipe and wood and all that. Now I might have to come back for another load because this thing is looking pretty full already. So now I'm loading up all this wood. Okay, now I need to go up there and put metal on this side again. Or not again, but put metal on this side to fill this side up. And I'll come back over here for those IBC totes and stick 2 or 4 on the back here on the dovetail, which there's 4 of them over there, and then the 55-gallon barrels, which if there's room for the barrels, I'll just stack them on top of the metal and just strap it. I'm gonna try to get this thing as full as I can and try to get all this gone today and do one trip today. I'm like 30 minutes away from my house, like I said in the last episode. But spare tires right there, bathtub, wood, which I'll probably just throw that wood down and strap that onto the metal thing. I'll put the ramps away so that they don't fall on the asphalt trying to go to that fence and get that metal. So this is the metal. Wants to keep this riveted stuff, piping, but I need to load all this onto the trailer, and the wood is on the passenger side, and I backed all the way in here, so I'm gonna have to pipe back the trailer back up and drive out and then pull in straight right there and just back it out when I'm done, which is gonna suck to back out, but gotta do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna start loading them up. I ended up going to grab gloves because the metal's hot. I don't want to burn my hand. This is my brother's truck too. The red one is his, and this one. My truck is the purplish, maroonish one. That is my second video I posted, so this is gonna be the 4th video. So I'm gonna continue loading up all this metal. So I guess my phone shut off. So I had to cut a couple of these. So I guess my phone shut off. And I got most of it, or half of it. And I had to cut most, or like not this pipe, but this pipe, not that one, this pipe, and this one. So I can fit the IBC totes right here. But I'm keeping this pipe to build a bumper for my Mazda. It's a 1994, basically a Ford Ranger with Mazda emblem. I don't know if my phone overheated, that's why it shut off, or what, but came over here to look at it and it was dead. It was off. I'm like, oh my heck. So I'm gonna continue doing this while my phone's in the shade. So hopefully it don't shut off again. But I'm gonna start doing it again. A lot of the pipe I didn't know was this long. So I have my sawzall up on that tub. Hold on. So I can figure out how to take these gloves off. But yeah, my sawzall I've been using to cut the metal, which cut pretty easy, honestly. Surprisingly, I thought the blade was dull. I brought it to just cut the picnic table in the back. I didn't know the pipe was going to be this long. I don't want it to stick out too far in front to hit my brother's truck. So yeah, I'm going to continue working. Just like this pipe, I'm going to keep because it's still good. My dad can always use it too because he does welding and stuff. That sawzall was getting hot, but it went through it. It's twice as long as the trailer. Hopefully I don't have to cut another piece, because there's only that one piece, the two pieces, the one I cut in half, and another one, not that one, but like that one. I had a couple small pieces, so hopefully I don't have to cut that other side that I cut, because my sawzall only has one bar. I still needed to cut the picnic table. So I'm going to take a break real quick,